Battlefield 2042 may have even more fixes on the way. Well, we're going to be talking about all that and much more on this episode of the Miami Geeks. Stay tuned. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates, brought to you by digitalcracknetwork.com. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit like, comment, subscribe. Join us in this adventures that we give out 3 times a week, Mondays and Wednesdays and Friday, and a little something in between. And always with me, old school gaming specialist, Uncle Willie.
We have a song for Friday that, that's very, very, very cool. Can we have one for Monday?
It's Monday. You got to get drunk on Monday.
I appreciate the sentiment, but the fact that you're quoting Friday makes me slightly angry.
I mean, that's what Monday does anyways. Am I wrong?
Make you angry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
we'll go with that, I guess.
All right.
How you doing?
I am tired. My knees hurt. My ankles are killing me, but I'm glad to be here.
I call that Monday.
I don't want to talk about that. Just don't. But anyways, how you feeling?
That just happens all the time. Exactly how you feel, but except that's my permanent condition.
Old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be.
I freaking hate it, Willie. I get it. But you know what, man? Let's just take Monday by the horns and ride with it. Like today, for instance, we got a lot to talk about, man. And right now, Marvel's Avengers PlayStation exclusive Spider-Man DLC has no story missions. How do we start on Monday by hating so much? Let's start with this. This, man.
I mean, do you want me to get started on this?
Let's get started, man, because this is shit, man. I swear to God, this is bad. How in the hell you're gonna have a DLC like Spider-Man and just be like, no story missions, he's just there now?
Okay, let me go. As always, details first.
Yeah.
So details first. November 30th is the day that people who have the PlayStation copy of Marvel's The Avengers will be able to play as Spider-Man. He will be available on all the content to play, but he will not have his own separate story mission. That goes counter to what they've been doing for the last few editions, where Kate Bishop, Clint Barton, and Black Panther had their own stories. Black Panther even came with his own expansion.
Yeah, I remember.
Well, Spider-Man is not going to have his own story content, but he is coming along with the game's first raid. Raid, in this case, being a 4-player event where you go, it's like an instance dungeon, where you go and you fight stronger enemies. In this case, themed around Claw.
Oh, Ulysses Claw. Okay.
Yes, Ulysses Claw.
All right.
So, okay, it ties in with Wakanda, because in this thing, he wants to destroy Wakanda forever, whatever. You get it? Wakanda forever? Anyway. So there is going to be more content. It's just that it's not going to be Spider-Man focused. So I would say there are people that would be upset about that. I understand completely. But that's what we got.
Okay. But this is bad though, man, because we like everybody's been waiting for this for a while back. Even I think from last year, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that they wanted to.
Well, it's been announced since last year, yes.
Yeah.
And the human malware has put a damper on all plans. Let's be honest. But this is one that I would say that PlayStation owners who have the game were most excited about.
I get
Xbox and PC owners don't give a shit because they're not getting it.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that Xbox and PC are pretty much laughing in PlayStation's face now because it just got a character with no story mission. I mean, there's a couple things you can do there, but it's no story behind it. That's the thing. It's just like DLC.
If I owned the game on PlayStation, I'd be happy I was getting Spider-Man only because I get I get another hero. Remember, when I was talking about all the other characters that have gotten content, those are all the characters that have been added. The game's been out for over a year. There hasn't been exactly a flood of content.
Oh, yeah, it's true. You're right. I don't know. I just think that there should have been more, dude. A little more. I'm pretty sure that now they're kind of looking at like, yeah, we screwed the pooch, and then just gonna be like, fuck it. Yeah, they don't care no more. The holidays are coming up, and everyone's just gonna be like, it is what it is, and just kind of roll with it right now.
I still think it's bullshit that they had this exclusive arrangement, but that ain't my problem. I don't have the game.
Let's talk about something that's going to be a lot of people's problem, Willie, and it's not even much of a problem. Let's be honest. Look, Battlefield 2042 may even have fixes on the way, more than one. So that's actually a good thing. So a post from a fan-run Twitter account, Battlefield Bulletin, claims that DICE is currently working on tracking 4 issues that Battlefield 2042 players have reported already. The issues range from players rubber banding when they get hit by rockets, from jets and helicopters and missile relock that won't be working, to option for the changing of the transparency of the size of the vision icons. So that's okay. I mean, there's something there, but I still don't get up at the end game chat thing. But I'm not bothered. I'm not mad because I didn't buy the game. I'm a little hurt. I'm a little hurt. I got an ouchie in my heart, Willie, and I'm not happy.
Well, to be fair, they did say that they're working on it. That's not right. When it's going to be fixed.
Look, I don't care, Willie. It hurts right here. The pain right here in my chest.
I get it.
That's where I get it.
I get it.
Pain.
This is something that, listen, unfortunately, this is just how games are nowadays. Because they don't, I mean, we've seen it how many times? Release the game, fix it later.
My God. I mean, we can go on for days. Like if we literally sat here on a podcast, just a regular show that we have no news to talk about and just bring up just random crap, I'm pretty sure we'll have an hour's worth of all bunch of games that something like this has happened before. Right?
Easily an hour.
Yeah, easily an hour. And I mean, and that's us stretching it, like talking about it, talking about how much we hate the game, and then how bad we want to get drunk. I mean, it is what it is.
No need to even stretch it. Like the only thing that will make it go past an hour is the fact that I forget things, and so I'm pretty sure half the games that have had this problem, I don't remember.
It's true. He's right. Hell, we could actually go for console as well. Ouya and shit like that. But anyways, but that's just it. So I'm kind of glad for the fact that Battlefield 2042 is gonna have some fixes along the way, but it kind of hurts, man, because this is a game that people were highly anticipating and waiting for it, and it's not a bad looking game at all. But the fact that it has these issues, it's just I find it a little hurtful, at least for me. But
can I share something with you?
Yes.
The game as it was at launch, GameStop gave it 8 out of 10.
Really? But does anybody pay attention to GameStop? Let's be honest.
I'm talking no. GameSpot, not GameStop.
I always get confused with that. But GameSpot. Yeah, but you know what? GameStop kissing ass. Because sometimes they rate the weirdest games the highest numbers in their ass. But then again, who knows? I'm just saying it myself. I'm just saying it too.
A game that is getting review bombed on Steam. 8 out of 10 GameSpot.
Yeah, fuck that. They're high. They're just probably kissing ass just to get more free games, so they can be like, oh, we're gonna be testing more games and shit. Fuck that. Fuck them. Fuck that shit. You know what? Fuck it. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know what you think. Do you have the game? What is your score on this particular game right now? Battlefield 2042. What score do you give it? Fuck GameSpot. Fuck the Metacritics. Fuck all that shit. I want to hear what you gotta say. Please comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Now, Willie, we've talked about this matter a couple times, and it's about the PS5 faceplates. I'm getting my skin soon. So January, I should be getting my new skin from a PS5. I pre-ordered it, paid it, did the whole things. But now it looks like the PS5 faceplate patent could point out to more, official options. which this is something that we've been talking about forever. They should have been done. It should have been done a long time ago. Let's be honest. But I'm not sure how fast PlayStation wanted to make this happen, or if they really wanted to make it happen until, you know, all these third parties started making faceplates. But let's continue on. A Sony patent for the official PS5 faceplate points out a new customization option that may be on the way for the PlayStation itself, which I personally think that's awesome. That means if it does happen, I'll have my all black PS5, and then maybe in the future I might have a Miami Geeks version PS5. I don't know. I'll make anything happen. Fuck it. So the biggest question right now for this whole faceplate thing is, will it be sold separately, or is it going to be part of the whole, you know, the whole bundle of getting yourself a PS5? Willie, what are your thoughts about this, man? Because I honestly think if they're going to be doing something like this, I would say both. Because if whoever doesn't have a PS5 now, this will be still a great option for them to practically make their own PS5, if you want to be technical about it. Or for people like myself and others out there who have a PS5, you can customize your own faceplate. But I'm not sure how far their customization will go. Are they just going to go for a solid color? Are they going to go for like maybe mix and match, or whatever your heart desires? Hell, maybe a sticker on it just for your enjoyment. But what are your thoughts about this, Willie?
I'm willing to believe that this is going to be a combination of things.
Okay.
Yes, there are going to be themed PlayStation 5s being sold as bundles, because that's a big thing. Mm-hmm. But they will also sell the faceplates on their own.
Okay.
The thing that bothers me is they went out and decided to get a patent for this. Is it going to be their belief that they should be the only ones making these?
I mean,
because look, okay, they filed for the patent a week before the PS5 even came out. It was put up on the Patent Trademark Office's website November 16th, so 6 days ago.
Okay.
We know that they had a back and forth with D-Brand over over D-Brand's decision that they were going to start making faceplates. They threw cease and desist at them, leading D-Brand, because D-Brand is the trolliest company that I've ever seen in my entire life. They're like, oh, okay, we can't sell the faceplate like that. All right, we'll make it look different than yours. What are you gonna say? We're not copying yours. I think that Sony's doing this to exert greater control. Mm-hmm. And in a way, I understand. Because you don't want to go and have shit accessories. Like, remember those shitty N64 controllers that you would go and give your friend when he came over to your house to play because you didn't want him to have the good one? Oh
yeah, still do it.
So, you know, yeah, I get that they would want to have substandard stuff on their PS5, especially not something like this, which is, you know, a faceplate for the console. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, maybe let some other people do stuff that you won't.
I agree. I totally agree with
you. Because you know that any Sony branded stuff is going to be Sony centric.
Oh,
so we'll get Horizon Forbidden West faceplates. We'll get Spider-Man faceplates. We'll get God of War faceplates. Yay, cool. But what if I don't want that? What if I want a faceplate that has Mario and Kratos beating up on Sonic?
That's where I was leading to.
I can't have that.
That's where I was actually leading to, because if they're leaning to having a customized faceplate, meaning that you're the one that's gonna making your own faceplate, I would like to have that option that I can put maybe our logo, or Perry put something I got like Sonic and Mario. Wait, well, who's beating up who again?
I said Mario and Kratos beating up Sonic.
There we go. Yes, Mario and Kratos beating up Sonic and stuff like that. Which, whatever, it's fine. or just maybe have like a sort of colors that maybe that fits your narrative in your gaming. Like, oh man, I like the highlighted, the neons and stuff like that you want to put on your system itself. But again, that's where I'm trying to aim to. And Dbrand, even though Dbrand gives you some sort of customizations for your system or for his faceplate, but it's very limited as well. They're pretty much giving you whatever their little designs they have and whatever colors they have there also to choose, plus the little LEDs, which I was like, I don't really want none of that. I just wanted to make it all black out with the freaking fans on the side, and that's it. I don't want nothing special. But again, that's just me.
Me, because I kind of wanted to have a theme on my consoles and have them all one color, and that color is black.
That's right.
I would definitely, if I were to get a PS5, I would definitely want it to be all black.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, as I'm talking to you, I'm looking at my Diablo Switch, which is most assuredly not all black.
It's kind of grayish black.
And the white Dreamcast, because fuck my life, I haven't bought a Sega Sports Dreamcast.
Yeah, that one's badass. I'm dying to get that. But we'll take a field trip up north. You know where we're going, and we'll see what we got. Remember, we can bargain and trade. We can bargain and trade. Just keep that in mind. But fine. That's what I can actually give you guys right now for what's going on with the face plates for the PS5 patent and all that and whatnot. But you know what? Let's continue on. There's more here to talk about. Like, for instance, PS5's lead architect, Mark Cerny, right?
Cerny, yes.
Yeah, Cerny says, we're in the third era of gaming history, Willie, which when I hear that, I'm like, did we pass something that I missed? Because I'm pretty sure that, we're in some sort of new era of gaming, which now we have like wireless controllers now more often. We're entering into the whole VR, and now our system is technically it's an everything machine now, which you can watch movies and talk to people and play video games, of course, and other things there. So what does he mean about this third era of gaming history, Willie?
Okay. There are, according to Mark Cerny, you can divide gaming in general into 3 different eras.
All right.
In his words, direct quote, if you look at the 50-year history of games, it splits pretty neatly into 2 eras. The first era, Pac-Man, Sonic the Hedgehog, is games that are built entirely out of flat components. The second era, Crash Bandicoot, Uncharted, these are games built out of 3D triangles with effects on them. Thanks to ray tracing, we're now entering a third era, and the visuals have the capacity to be like nothing we've ever seen before. Ray tracing is radically different technology. It's pure computation. There's a database in RAM that contains a description of the video game world, blah, 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 blah.
Got it.
Part of me agrees.
Yes.
But at the same time, let's look at this analytically. Yes, ray tracing is capable of making really, 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 really beautiful visuals.
True. Very true.
And the part where I agree with him is until recently, there hasn't been enough computational power to be able to make this work. Like, ray tracing takes a lot of computational power. It takes a lot of math for you to calculate what type of light should be hitting something at a certain angle, depending on how much light there is. So yeah, that's some pretty heavy stuff. Revolutionary? Maybe? Not sure. Because he's talking about the shift from bitmaps to polygons.
Yeah.
That 2D to 3D era where games radically changed because of the addition of a third dimension.
I'm still stuck
Ray
on
tracing will make games prettier.
Yeah.
But it's not really going to change the way you play the game.
Nah. I mean, any more that we could change the game, it'll be that we're actually in the game and we're being feeling and doing everything itself.
Immersion can happen whether or not you have beautiful ray traced polygons.
Yeah.
You can get very, very immersed in a game, and it's on the NES.
Yeah.
And besides, if you want to talk about total immersion, you're telling me that ray traced games are more immersive than VR? I think you can make more of a case for VR being that third era, if it were to catch on, which I don't think. I don't think it'll be the end all be all, like saying all games have to be like this. But I don't think ray tracing is that revolutionary. I don't know. You tell me. What do you think?
I don't know. I personally think, yes, there is a change. There is a change in all these consoles that we played in along the years, from, at least from my generation, when I started, the Atari 2600 to now. There is a big change. Now, this whole thing with errors and stuff like that, I don't know about the whole errors and where to start and all that good thing. I'll still stick to the whole bit range. We all started from 8-bit to 16, 32, 124. I mean, it goes on. It goes on and all that. But I honestly think there, yeah, which that's a thing. Where that's where
the
we
whole
at.
bit wars thing. The whole bit wars thing died long ago.
Exactly.
Because you can only have so many bits before it's like, what are you adding?
Mm-hmm.
What are you adding?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Even though the bit war died, we're still going for the whole. Is that 4K? Is that 8K? Is that 1080p now? What?
Well,
think about it. That's actually the new bit. It's not a war, but that is kind of like considered the whole bit war now, because we're going for 4K, 8K, ray tracing, 1080p now. I mean, everyone is going for that type of rate now. Think about it. Look, let's compare it almost to Uncle Joe, Agent Joe. Look how he goes.
Don't you dare give him my name.
I would never do that. My bad. I just crossed. But the thing is that, think about it. Even he says it himself too. You know, certain games on a certain quality of game, because that's the way he looks at it. And it's a lot of people are like that as well. They're like, oh, that game is beautiful. It's stunning. The way the tree moves this way, the quality of the 4K or the 8K for the PC. You know, it's all about the bits as well. So I think personally myself, I think there's always a different era for gaming, and we're in one giant loop, technically. If it's not about how powerful the console is, it's how great the game looks.
I don't know. I mean, we can sit there and debate as to how you would divide the history of gaming. Mark Cerny's is one interpretation, and I won't entirely dismiss it, but I think that there's more to it than just, hey, that looks pretty.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with you on that, man. But you know what? We'll leave that shit right here. A little pin right here, right there, and we have to continue on, Willie. Which a lot of fans have the real question, and I need to share this. It's a real question. Why doesn't Kojima make movies?
You mean he hasn't?
Right? Almost all his games are a cinematic adventure. All of them. You can think about it right now, and you just sit there and going, yeah, they fucking are. Because if you cut all the gameplay and go to the cinematics of every game, it's a movie. It's literally a movie. But Hideo Kojima Studio has opened up a film, TV, and music division right now. Willie, I'm just going to step away from back here. You can devour this one right now all by yourself. Merry Christmas.
I just got to go back to my original question.
Yes.
You mean he hasn't been making movies?
Right. That's
the same thing I'm asking. I would go so far as to bet that there is more cinematics in Metal Gear Solid than there is gameplay. And you remember the cinematics more than you remember the gameplay.
It's true. You're not lying, especially with the Metal Gear Solid series.
I haven't
timed
and all that. It, and it depends on who's playing the game. But Jesus, tap dancing, Christ, the man loves his cinematics.
Big time. Big time.
Okay, so now his studio, Kojima Productions, has established a division in Los Angeles that will focus on music, TV, and film.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, hey man, follow your dreams.
Oh, I believe it. I believe in that as well, man. I just think that, if he were to make a movie, we're gonna be confused. More like his games.
I need to have the movie that will answer all the questions that I have. The one where he explains why Quiet breathes through her skin.
Fucking hey, dude. Why? You know what? She's probably part octopus. There we go. There's my answer.
Listen,
I don't know.
I don't want to get involved. He was the one that brought it up.
Because now you made me think about it. I'm like, why does she breathe through her skin only? So
because he wanted to put her in a bikini. That's why.
I'm not going to argue with that. I plead the fifth. But anyways, yes, I agree. But Willie,
let's get weird.
Let's get nuts. All right. So, a lot of people here have Brawlhalla. You're one of them right now that have Brawlhalla. And now Street Fighter, Ryu, Chun-Li, and Akuma is coming to Brawlhalla. How fucking weird is that? I don't know, but it sounds cool as shit. So Street Fighter, the most popular characters, are crossing over to Ubisoft's free-to-play game Brawlhalla. So Ryu, Chun-Li, and Akuma from Capcom series arrived to Brawlhalla as part of the game latest crossover event. So Willie, you haven't played this game, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
I fired up Big Boy today, Big Box, I should say, to try to see if I have anything to update.
Yeah.
And I realized that I had it there. I forgot I had downloaded it. I had never played it. Brawlhalla is basically Ubisoft's take on the whole Smash Brothers type of fighting game. And, whatever it is, I can't tell you anything about whether or not it plays well because I haven't played it. But they're adventurous. They're adding Chun-Li, Ryu, and Akuma.
Yeah.
My boy Akuma.
Oh yeah.
To the game. This is not even the first crossover.
And that's the thing.
Did you know that they've done this before with other characters?
I'm trying to know which ones though. Please enlighten me.
Well, they did put the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in there.
As a permanent thing, or?
I don't know like I said, I don't know. I know where they put it.
Oh, all right.
They put Walking Dead characters. Lara Croft's been in there.
Okay.
John Cena and Rock the Dwayne Johnson have been there.
You see, these are all brand new to me. I had no idea.
I didn't know either. They didn't get my attention.
And now I got yours.
Until they put Akuma in there.
Yeah. Hey, they're doing something, and they're doing it right. Because if it got your attention already, then there's something going on there.
I just want a game like Capcom versus SNK Millennium Fight 2000.
Ooh, all right.
Where I got to have Akuma and Haomaru on my team at the same time. If we can do that again, I will be most pleased.
Oh, perfect then. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard Willie. The Willie has spoken. And I agree with him, dude. Let's see what happens, man. But Willie, this week has to be the most coolest week that I've heard so far about what we're going to talk about right now. And Ghostbusters Afterlife opens up heavenly with a whopping 44 million box office. So I think that says a lot. We actually talked about this on Friday about the predictions on what it was going to make between 30 to 40 million, and it did 44 million, which I'm actually proud of. And I think this is actually going to be a fun thing for another week or two, because I'm hearing so much positive reviews about this fucking movie, and I can't wait to see it. Yeah.
I don't mean 40 million, considering how things are now. Not bad.
At all.
Not bad at all.
At all, dude. And it's gonna be a good thing to watch. So
for context, you want to compare to other movies this year? Jungle Cruise made $35 million.
All right.
A Quiet Place 2 was around the same amount, 47. F9 is the gold standard because it made 70 million. Shang-Chi made 34. I'm sorry, no, it didn't. Well, yeah, it had Labor Day gross was bigger. It was 75 million because it was Labor Day. And Black Widow made 80. Those are the heavyweights.
All right. It's up there with it. So that's going to be amazing. And especially at this Wednesday, the animated movie Encanto is going to start on Wednesday as well. So we're going into Halloween. Jeez, excuse me. We're going to this Thanksgiving weekend with a couple of movies. I don't want to mention Resident Evil because I'm not even sure about that fucking movie. I'm not even sure why they're saying it's going to be a direct, it's just going to directly go to theaters this Thursday, Thanksgiving. And I'm still going, you're just setting yourself up for failure. I don't know why would you do that. But then again, that's not my movie, so I'm not going to really give three shits about it.
This is a very weird holiday season.
Yeah.
Not just because of the whole mess that the human malware has caused, but because right now, I think people are just in a holding pattern. If you think about it.
Yeah, I believe it.
Because right now, everyone's just like, yeah, Ghostbusters. By the way, Ghostbusters had very little fanfare for its release. So several people I know who didn't know that Ghostbusters came out this past weekend.
Oh, wow. So they had like zero clue that it came out?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So that might have hurt them. Maybe they're playing for the, well, now that people know, maybe Thanksgiving weekend, they'll come see it because Thanksgiving weekend is a big weekend.
Yeah.
And by the way, it thoroughly trounced King Richard, a movie that I actually want to see. That, trust me, I will be seeing it soon.
No,
but only made 5.7 million over the weekend.
But then again, like for that movie, also they announced it for both theater and like HBO,
and that's an Oscar bait movie more than anything. So it's not going to generate as much interest.
Yeah.
But you mentioned, Resident Evil is going to come out now. House of Gucci is about to come out. But I say that all these movies basically have people in a holding pattern because the only one that people are talking about right now is Spider-Man No Way Home. I think that's the one everyone's waiting for. On Monday,
that one is gonna be hard. That one's gonna be
on Monday. Tickets go on sale, and I'm sure that they're gonna start, putting up numbers for how many tickets have been sold. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go get mine.
I'm getting mine as well, so you're gonna see. I'm gonna be there at freaking 11:59. The first day, I'm like just pressing refresh so I can get that ticket. It's gonna happen.
The only thing is, I'm planning a friendly outing with people who have children, and I'm gonna take my nephew. Can't go to Cine Bistro.
Yeah.
Probably go to Cinemark.
Got it.
Because they do sell alcohol there. Yes, that's where my motivations lie. Anyway.
So let's continue on, dude. And it looks like, yes, we all know the fact that Daniel Craig is leaving James Bond, but he's not leaving it on a low note. He's leaving on a high note, dude. As like this. So Daniel Craig is leaving James Bond on the top. So audience are pouring in to go see the fifth and final performance of his performance of being the Bond in No Time to Die, which is the highest grossing Hollywood movie of 2021. Willie, that's amazing news. At least for Daniel Craig, being that this is his final performance and he's just, put it all in there for everybody. That's pretty dope. I like that.
Listen, everyone can pretty much agree to the fact that the 007 license is in way better shape now that he's leaving than it was when he came in.
Yeah.
Because remember the previous Bond, Pierce Brosnan, got a bit long in the tooth for people.
Yeah.
They weren't digging him too much. And I will say, from the moment I saw him in Casino Royale, I'm like, yeah, this man's good.
Yeah.
Well, so far, No Time to Die has earned $734 million globally.
Oof, hard.
And yes, it surpassed F9, which is at 720. Last time I checked, 720 million.
Hell yeah. Up yours, F9.
So yeah, I mean, this is his final turn as Bond. You did good, man.
Nah, really good, man. Now, Willie, something has been hitting online and it got my attention and it kind of got yours. And it looks like in the latest trailers of No Way Home, which, you and I have been watching it, but we're kind of scared of always watching it, thinking that they're going to spoil something for us, but they didn't. Luckily they haven't. But they're showing off some new things there, dude. And like we're getting a little close up of Jamie Foxx's Electro, and looks like he's wearing Stark, his arc reactor. He's like, it's on there, like right in the bottom. Let me see if he's turning like to the right, I guess.
To his right.
His chest, yeah. And you'll see what it looks like, the arc reactor or something similar to the arc reactor that's giving him the power for his suit. And now it has me thinking, either he is from one of the universes or he's in a universe where Tony Stark and him had something going on, like kind of similar to what happened to the Vulture and Tony. So I'm kind of curious now about this this video here. I mean, I'm showing it to everybody right now. I'm even putting it to slow motion, but they could see that little arc reactor powered on him. And I'm just kind of like, now I'm kind of curious on where this movie is coming from or where's it going. Because if we're going to be seeing some sort of backstory of Electro where he was dealing with Tony Stark, or hear me out, maybe Doc Ock just messes the boy and they take a bunch of Stark's equipment to upgrade themselves. So I don't know. I'm just kind of like wondering a little more about this and whatnot, and like what we're getting ourselves into, and what we're gonna be watching this December. What do you think?
Well, looking at the video, it really does look like an arc reactor.
It does.
The first thing that pops in my head seeing it is the fact that if you remember in other trailers or other scenes, you see one of Doc Ock basically assimilating the nanotech that's in Spidey's suit.
Yeah.
And it leads me to think, could Doc Ock be outfitting these people with this stuff?
That's what I'm thinking as well.
I don't know.
It has me
entirely
thinking.
Possible.
So, okay. So for everybody knows, that's what's going on in our, and at least in our freaking simple monkey brains, which I'm kind of curious, and I'm desperately want December 13th or 17th. I forgot what day is it. I just want Spider-Man to be here already.
December 9th, 17th here.
Yeah,
16th,
I want Spider-Man here already. That's it. That's my thing.
There is another possibility though.
What is it?
He could have gotten it from somewhere else.
Oh, so you like what, like Justin Hammer type of thing?
Or maybe, it's entirely possible. There's a multiverse, so it can come from anywhere. So I'm thinking Big Zam.
You know what? Let's continue on, Willie.
I could have said Mephisto and I didn't.
No, it's fine, because I would not expect Mephisto to generate that type of power. But Big Zam, yeah, I could picture Big Zam, Willie. Damn, You know what? Let's get down to this because I think I blame you for this one. This one's all your fault. Because somewhere on the line, I think, people from the higher ups of movies, they listen to any podcast, and apparently they listen to ours, and this part's your fault. So the Heat prequel, yes, Heat prequel sequel book follows Pacino, DeNiro, and Kilmer's character. I blame you. We talked about prequels for movies and blah, 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 joking around. These bastards that say, hey, guess what? Let's get the movie Heat and make a prequel out of it. Why? Because we heard it on this podcast and they're funny. And I think that, why the fuck not? So yeah. So they're going to be trying to get Al Pacino, Robert De Niro's character, and Val Kilmer in a Heat prequel and just kind of do like a story arc around them now. I hope you're happy, Willie. It's all your fault.
No. You know what? I will not sit there and believe for 1 second that I have any responsibility with any of this mess that's going on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please comment down below. You know I'm right.
These people will absolutely make a sequel, prequel, sidequel, reboot, remake out of anything.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Right.
Go ahead and just lead into the next story.
All right.
And I'm going to say something.
All right,
and if it happens, I'm going to call Hollywood and I want my cut.
All right.
Go ahead.
Let's lead it off, ladies and gentlemen. And it's going to be the final story where we're going to be talking about Keanu Reeves' response to Marvel casting rumors. Keanu Reeves responded to fans of hope he'll eventually be casting for the MCU. Reeves confronted these rumors head on a new video with Esquire. So I think this is going to be awesome. If he were to be in the MCU, I'm not sure what type of character he'll be, but I would like to see him do something in there. I would like to see him in there doing something amazing, because Keanu's not a bad guy. Of course, we already know that he's, this world's freaking nicest guy. And I think if he was into being in one of these movies, I don't know what character to be, but he'll be awesome.
You know what? I have, first of all, yes, I want this to happen.
Yes.
But I'm going to give you first. Okay, let's get the details first.
All right.
He was doing a video that's on YouTube for Esquire, and he started. He got a question about when he was going to join the MCU. His response, and I quote, "Isn't it bigger than a universe? It's almost like a multiverse. It's a Marvel-verse. Laughs. It would be an honor. There's some really amazing directors and visionaries, and they're doing something no one's really ever done. It's special in that sense, in terms of the scale, the ambition, the production. So it would be cool to be a part of that." I agree. It would be really awesome to see him in the MCU. And I have the perfect role for him, and I swear to you that I'm not being a troll.
Okay. What you want him as?
Mephisto. Think about it.
You know what?
He was in Devil's Advocate. You can see that he has those little demonic thoughts in some roles. Keanu Reeves as Mephisto.
Dude, you know what? I actually see it. Willie, hands down, if they do say something about Keanu Reeves as Mephisto, or they bring it up somehow, we gotta call Hollywood.
If they make it happen, I am going to demand that Hollywood give me my cut.
Yeah, because we called it first, and they're hearing us. I know they are. Somewhere around the line, I know for a fact they're listening to our podcast, and they're like, "This is easy money. Uncle Willie just has to talk, and we get it."
If that's the case, you know what? I retire from the fucking podcast. Fuck you. Get your own ideas.
Shit, Willie, no, don't leave us. We all just say things that has to do nothing with movies and adding characters. Right now, we have Mephisto.
You can have Agent Joe back on the show where you ask him a question and the only answer is 4K.
That's it. That our podcast will die. Everybody's like, "What was Agent Joe said?" He just said 4K.
He'll give you 3 answers. He'll give you 3 answers. 4K, Sony, RC.
That sounds right, actually. That sounds very accurate, actually. Damn. It's like if you know him.
I don't. And that's why I'm saying that. I'm sure that the man has way more insightful ideas than the ones that I just gave him credit for.
I don't know, definitely. But
fuck it. I'm going with 4K, Sony, and RC.
I mean,
change my mind.
Out. Yeah. I'm pretty sure if you tell him that right now, he's gonna be like, you know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. You're fucking right. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to say thank you so much for joining us today on this amazing show. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just to know when comes amazing news, which is 3 times a week: Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday, and a little something in between. And just to give you guys a heads up, yes, we're already into the holiday season. This Friday, we're not gonna have a show. We're gonna take a day off because, yes, Black Friday, and we have to see what's going on out there. But of course, Monday we're gonna have our show like back to normal because we're awesome like that. But yes, Fridays no show, so only today and Wednesday. Willie, you have anything to say before we leave these awesome people right now?
If you do hear a show from us, it'll be because I went on my own, completely drunk, talking about how much of a piece of shit something is.
Or that, or he's just going to talk to Keanu Reeves about being Mephisto.
If I were able to talk to Keanu Reeves, you would know about it.
Oh, you damn sure about it. I'll be fucking salivating. You hear who? Keanu who? Bye, everybody. We got to do a show right now. What time is it? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't care. We got to do the show. It'll go down.
Okay.
It'll go down.
If I were to have a direct line to the man himself, you would know. Because I wouldn't shut the fuck up about it.
I'm pretty sure you wouldn't. And I will be all wide awake knowing about it and happy about it. I'm like, let's go. All right, well, let's go. Let's do the show now. No, Gabby, just got off the phone with him. We're still talking. Okay, let me get the shit ready. We're going to talk. What does he like to drink? Gabby, he's doing he's going to be doing a recording from his house. Okay, I'll send it to him via whatever. If he can drink it while we talk. Whatever. Let's do it. Yeah. But yes, everybody, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you Wednesday. Peace.
Bye.